evening and welcome to WION. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay and you're watching our special broadcast at 7. It's the only channel that offers you global perspective and global news. We are starting with the headlines first. The man who until recently could do nothing wrong, the man whom many thought was the knight in shining armor that India awaited, and the man who stunned every political party by riding to power in the Delhi Assembly with an astonishing 67 out of 70 seats, the crusader against corruption. The incorruptible Arvind Kejriwal today finds himself in the midst of corruption charges. The man who made these allegations is none other than Kejriwal's own former minister Kapil Mishra. He alleged that he has taken a bribe of 2 crore rupees from another minister, Satyendra Jain. Already reeling under electoral reverses in Goa, Punjab and recently the MCD polls here in the national capital, this clearly is the party's lowest moment in its short history. Here are some allegations and counter-allegations from a party that looks like it's in war with itself. And the question we are raising today on this special broadcast, is this the end of the big alternative politics experiment championed by Arvind Kejriwal, or can the party redeem itself and rise again? And most importantly, the man who lost no time in latching on to corruption charges against others, Arvind Kejriwal, why is he silent even as his foot soldiers are talking on his behalf? So a lot of questions. Sagged Aam Aadmi Party Minister Kapil Mishra has made some shocking revelations challenging Arvind Kejriwal to fire him from his party. The AAP member previously had accused the BJP of conspiring against the party to tarnish its image, but Mishra denied any links with the BJP and said he will not leave the Aam Aadmi Party. He's also revealed in the press conference held earlier today that money was given to voters by the candidates during municipal elections in Delhi, saying he was shocked with what was going on within the party. Kapil Mishra is now claiming that he has proof of corruption against Arvind Kejriwal and will be filing an FIR against the Delhi Chief Minister on Tuesday. Aam Aadmi Party's Sanjay Singh, on the other hand, has responded to Mishra's allegations, calling them false and baseless.
सत्येंद्र जैन जी ने मेरे से खुद व्यक्तिगत तौर पर एक बात बताई कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के किसी सगे रिश्तेदार की जमीन के लिए 50 करोड़ की डील उन्होंने कराई है। मैंने ये बात भी अरविंद जी को जाके बताई तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये बात झूठ है और तुम्हें मुझ पर भरोसा होना चाहिए। तब मैंने कहा था कि मुझे आप पर आंख मूंद कर भरोसा है, लेकिन अपनी आंखों से कैश देखने के बाद चुप रहना मेरे लिए संभव नहीं था। कुर्सी जाती है तो जाए, प्राण चला जाए। बापू की समाधि के सामने खड़े होकर जिम्मेदारी से कह रहा हूं, प्राण भी चला जाए तो चुप नहीं रहूंगा।
जिस तरह के आरोप, बेबुनियाद आरोप उन्होंने लगाए, उसके बारे में अब मैं क्या कहूं? वो तो बात जवाब देने लायक भी नहीं है। कोई इस पर यकीन नहीं कर सकता। बहुत ही उलझलूल आरोप उन्होंने लगाए हैं, उनका कोई सिर पैर नहीं है।
मैं कल से इंतजार कर रहा था कि कितना कपिल जी झूठ बोल सकते हैं, सारे को देख लें। इंतहा हो चुकी है झूठ बोलने की, तरह तरह के आरोप लगा रहे हैं। मैं आपके माध्यम से बताना चाहता हूं कि फ्राइडे 5 तारीख को मैं मुख्यमंत्री जी के घर नहीं गया, और जिसको तरह तरह से कंफर्म किया जा सकता है, हर तरीके से कंफर्म हो सकता है, पता कर लीजिएगा। जब मैं वहाँ गया ही नहीं तो पैसे के लेन देन का सवाल ही नहीं उठता।
Joining us this evening on the show, Shehzad Poonawala, a lawyer and an activist, Professor Kamal Mitra Chinoy of the JNU, and RP Singh, BJP's National Secretary. Good evening to all of you. Professor Chinoy, let me ask you first. The crusader against corruption is now being accused of corruption himself. Why is he silent, you think?
Well, as far as the allegation is concerned, there is no evidence apart from his own allegation. And secondly, what do you expect Arvind Kejriwal to say when Mr. Kapil Mishra was pulled up for the non-functioning of his ministry, and then he has come out with this tirade? And I guess the real reason is that AAP did not do as well as the BJP, or nearly as well, in the MCD elections, and some people are wanting to move to greener pastures. It's happened in other parties, it's happening in AAP.
So he should come out and clear the air. Shehzad, yesterday evening, Arvind Kejriwal came out and congratulated Macron for winning the French election, but wouldn't talk about the storm that's brewing in his own party and capital.
Well, I also would congratulate a liberal person winning an election. But that apart, there's some truth to what Kamal Mitra Chinoy says, but there is also the fact that there's that old adage that Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. I mean, this entire movement has been built on putting allegations. If you remember, the Congress and the UPA, whenever an allegation would be made, even if there was no FIR, we would immediately give resignations and take action. So now one is wondering, where is all that morality gone? But while I ask that question of the Aam Aadmi Party, I could also ask the question that the agencies in this in Delhi, the ACB and the Delhi Police and the CBI come under Mr. Modi, and the people have gone there, given evidence. Kapil Mishra has been there twice, given so much evidence. There are allegations floating around. Shunglu panel had come out with a lot of findings which were not correct about the Delhi government. Why hasn't an FIR been filed by the BJP government-controlled agencies? So it's very curious that the BJP is soft peddling on this issue.
Let's ask that.
And there's one more point.
Yes.
While RP Singh, I mean, we can ask for resignations. We gave our resignations as well. But if RP Singh is going to ask Arvind Kejriwal for a resignation, he should ask him. They should also tell us that Arun Jaitley will also resign because allegations were made by Kirti Azad. So it's the same parallel that Kapil Mishra makes an allegation against Kejriwal. Kirti Azad has made allegations against Jaitley. So I hope RP Singh is giving Jaitley's resignation as well.
We've lost the line with RP Singh. He'll be back with us in a minute. But I could come out with a long list of instances where the Congress party or its leaders, when faced with serious charges, A, did not speak to the press, and B, were not very forthcoming with resignations. But we don't want to go there because this is a debate about what's happening in the Aam Aadmi Party. Is the party imploding, Professor Chinoy?
No, it's not imploding. But yes, I think there is a point made that one should be quite outspoken if there is an accusation. And I don't think silence is golden in this kind of a situation. I think Arvind Kejriwal is shocked that Kapil Mishra should make these allegations on him, but let the process go ahead. I mean, already the army the army of charges against AAP is somewhere between 20 and 30 MLAs out of 67. So it's not that AAP has not faced the brunt, and the constitutional bench, which was supposed to look at the powers of the Delhi government, which was supposed to meet in January, has not yet met. So AAP is really fighting with its hands tied behind its back.
Well, who has tied those hands is also the question. RP Singh, I'm told, is with us. RP Singh, the common refrain in the Aam Aadmi Party every time faced with a crisis like this is that this is a drama orchestrated by the BJP. What is your response to that, A? And B, Shehzad Poonawala had some questions here. These are serious charges of corruption. These are serious charges of bribery. Why does the Delhi police not take any action and investigate this case?
No, let me answer what my friend Poonawala has said, that today Kapil Mishra has gone and filed a complaint to ACB, and now probably ACB will take cognizance of it and take the due action on it. But as far as my friend Mr. Mitra concerned, he is trying to defend Aam Aadmi Party. Can he defend this, that Mr. Kapil Mishra on record has said that he is prepared for a test, lie detector test for himself, for Mr. Kejriwal and Mr. Satyendra Jain. But Mr. Kejriwal has a very easy route to come clean on it. Why doesn't he come on Twitter and say, yes, I'm prepared for this lie detector test? And it's not the first instance. I mean, let me tell you, let me take you a little back. This is a complete report which was filed by Mr. Kapil Mishra way back in 28th August 2015. And I remember the covering note of this report said that Mr. Kejriwal, I'm forwarding this report to you. The moment I forward this report to you, within 2 days you will sack me. And that happened. And I remember by 1st of September, Mr. Kapil Mishra was shown doors. And he further said that if you take action on this, your government will fall. And till date, no action has been taken on the report, except when when I put in a front page ad in newspapers. Here is a front page ad which carried on 20th May in 2016. And then he was forced to file. After 16 months, he gave the report to ACB. But till date, the contract of those water tanker suppliers has not been cancelled. Mr. Kejriwal made such a huge hue and cry about water tanker scam, but when it came to an action, he never took any action. So Mr. Mitra answered these also, and also that how about the Mr. Satyendra Jain, who is deep into Hawala scam, and not only that, by that Hawala money has purchased land which government has tried to rectify. Now he needs to answer that also.
But it's as easy as this. Come on Twitter and say, I'm ready for a lie detector test.
Would RP tell us which leader of the BJP at the union and at the state has gone in for a lie detector test?
No, they're
on
sending
corruption?
Shivraj Chauhan.
No.
They're sending
Tomorrow,
Shivraj Chauhan and Sushma Swaraj.
Give me a minute, Mr.
No.
Mitra.
Has Smriti Irani, who is accused of a false
Mr. Mitra,
BA, gone for a test?
Is a colleague
Has
of Mr.
Modi
Kejriwal, is a
accused
cabinet minister
of an
Mr.
MA in
Kejriwal,
entire
who
political
is saying
science,
that
and I'm a
in
professor
Mumbai,
of political
2
science.
crore was
I know
paid
that subject
for
doesn't
a land deal of
exist.
50 crore
Has he
rupees.
gone for a
Mr. Mitra,
lie detector test?
Mr. Kapil
If he
Mishra
goes for a lie
was
detector test,
cabinet
I
colleague.
promise you,
No,
Arvind Kejriwal will also
He
go.
was an insider. He was a cabinet colleague. He is a witness. His mere saying that he is a witness, he has seen with his own eyes, is a witness in himself. I mean, we don't need anything bigger proof than that.
Well, we know that Mr. Modi's MA degree is lying under the control of the
I give you a challenge,
Information
Mr. Mitra.
Commissioner.
I give you a
Why has
challenge,
that
Mr.
not
Okay,
come
we don't
out?
want to shout.
Let him say.
We don't want the shouting, gentlemen, please.
RP, you cannot try this lie detector thing without giving an example of a similar leader of yours going in for a lie detector test. And mind you, the courts do not accept lie detector test results.
Let's talk one person at a time. Shehzad, yes.
RP Singh has to explain. He said that today Kapil Mishra has gone to the agencies. But the Shunglu panel report, which was commissioned by the LG, has come out for a long time. What is the action? Our Congress leaders approached the Delhi police. Why hasn't any action been taken on that till now? Secondly, what we are asking Mr. RP Singh is that in the light of these allegations, are they willing to tell us that a preliminary inquiry has been initiated after Kapil Mishra has met the ACB and the CBI chief? A PE has been filed. Can he tell us that on record? Thirdly, this lie detector business, I mean, RP may not be a legal head, so he may not know that it has absolutely no value in the eyes of the law. But if that is the new standard we are setting, then similarly Kirti Azad has given witness statement against Arun Jaitley, just like Kapil Mishra has given witness. I think we should have two beds side by side. On one, Arun Jaitley should be sitting, on the other, Arvind Kejriwal can be sitting, and take both their lie detector tests. I think RP Singh should conduct those lie detector tests. Why don't you do that, Mr. Singh?
But you'll have to change the Supreme Court's decision.
Wait, sir, wait. They are facing defamation case from DDCA and Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Jaitley. I mean, Mr. Kejriwal has all the right to file a defamation case. At least let him go ahead and file a defamation case. And as far as ACB is taking action, when ACB takes action or CBI takes action, you say, oh, it's a government agency. Why government agency is acting like this? Now, give them time. I mean, they have their own framework to work. They have to work within their framework. When they don't work as per our dictate, I mean,
as a representative of the BJP, are you telling us that police action will be initiated in this case?
It's police to take, I mean, ACB has to take a call. Now, the papers are with ACB. They have to take a call. And already ACB is inquiring the water tanker scam. It's up to them. How do they go about this? And either CBI or ACB.
RP Singh, you're sounding like the spokesperson of AAP now.
But issue is bigger than this. Is the issue which agency will take a call and when the agency will take a call? Or issue is, can Mr. Kejriwal retain and stay as a chief minister after these sort of allegations by his cabinet colleague? And after the Satyendra Jain Hawala scam and buying land through that money, can he stay as a chief minister? After the Jal Board scam, where he has not till date cancelled the contract of the water tanker suppliers, can he stay as a chief minister?
What about the functioning of the DDCA?
Professor Chinoy, all right, we can keep mudslinging. That is all right. I take your point and well appreciated. But the fact is, this is a man who came to power saying, I am the alternative politics that you've been asking for. I will clean up the system and I will give you the kind of governance you've always asked for. This is a man who finds himself facing all these very serious allegations. The least he can do is come out and tell the people who voted for him that, look, I was not wrong.
Two quick points. Number one, it is easy to say that you will bring about an alternative. To do it is tough. And
so
it's even, and even tougher than this is the fact is that this is a union territory which has virtually no powers. And therefore, everything one from the CBI to the Delhi police can gun for them. And they have no control. I mean, you have a lieutenant governor who has come in after being... RP, just listen. You know and I know that the lieutenant governor who's come in now was in the Vivekanand Foundation for some time.
So how does it matter, sir? How does it matter? Mr. Jung was not part of the Vivekanand Foundation. The Mr. Kejriwal
but the fact is, civil servants earlier were supposed to have a cooling off period which the Congress removed.
But when,
and so he's come straight from the
but when
Vivekanand
the Aam
Foundation
Aadmi Party
to the
government
left governor.
sought Delhi's mandate, they knew that Delhi was not a complete state. They knew how things operated. They knew how powers were divided. And they tried their luck in other states where they were not successful.
No, but there's one major difference.
So the point is you have to work with what you have.
There's a major difference. If you compare Sheila Dikshit's regime,
Sheila
Sheila Dikshit had the union government on her side, whereas the AAP government had the union government attacking AAP all the time. I mean, you have a party where more than 20 of its MLAs are charged by on some degree or another, where the head of the Women's Commission, the Women's Commission head, Swati Mahiwal, is also charged. So no party has been harassed like this in Delhi history.
Mr. Singh, I'm going to request you. I cannot outshout you, sir. So I can only request you, please wait your turn, and you will get the opportunity to speak. Let me come to Shehzad Poonawala. Is this the consequence of repeated defeats, electoral defeats?
You can't rule that out. You know, I've seen this, I mean, I've spent a short time in politics, but I've also seen that, you know, when things are going bad, rats often jump ship from the ship first. So you can't rule that out, because there are a lot of legitimate questions that should be asked of Kapil Mishra. Why was he quiet about the tanker scam all this while he was a minister? And I'm glad that my party has officially asked those questions as well. But here's a question to Kapil Mishra. I mean, out of the 7 ministers, 6 people have some or the other charges, and 3 or 4 have had to quit. So it's not as if everything is well in the state of Rome. And I genuinely believe that Satyendra Jain has had so many charges against him cropping up. It is time for Mr. Kejriwal to not fall into this. You defended Tomar, and then what happened about Mr. Tomar and his fake degree? So I think it is time to kind of come out and address the issues, catch the bull by the horn, and if there's some wrong choice that has been made, accept it, rather than it becoming such a huge issue that then it ultimately backfires.
Well,
I think there's
no doubt that the Lokpal that was envisaged has not been as strong as it's supposed to have been, according to many of us who were in AAP then, at the moment. But the point remains that if you see, there is a pattern to the charges. And also, it is also a fact that the Supreme Court, because of its huge backload, and even RP knows this, which was supposed to give a constitution bench in late January, has not yet formed a constitution bench then, because whenever it is decided cleanly that these powers are the Delhi governments and these powers are the union governments, a lot of this will stop.
Right. I'm going to request you all to stay with us. I'm told Manish Sisodia is making a statement. Let's listen in.
लगाए गए अनाप शनाप आरोप लगाए गए। थोड़ा दुख होता है देख के कि इंसानियत बुरी तरह मर गई है। जिस व्यक्ति की मौत हो गई है, जिसकी आज सुबह चिता दफनाई गई, जिसको चिता में आग लगाई गई, जिसकी आज सुबह, उस व्यक्ति की चिता में आग लगने के 2 घंटे के बाद कपिल मिश्रा उनके बारे में अनाप शनाप आरोप लगा रहे हैं, उनके बारे में उलझुल बोल रहे हैं। थोड़ी सी तो इंसानियत रखें, थोड़ी सी शर्म करें इस बात पे कि जिस व्यक्ति की मौत हुई है आज सुबह, उसके बारे में आप कुछ भी बोले जा रहे हो, कुछ भी बोले जा रहे हो। भगवान भी माफ नहीं करता है ऐसे कुकर्म करने वालों को। जिस व्यक्ति की मौत हुई है, कम से कम उस पे तो आज सुबह चिता ठंडी भी नहीं हुई थी, तब तक बाहर निकल के कुछ भी बोलने लगे हो, कुछ भी आरोप लगाने लगे हो। कुछ है तो तथ्य लाइए, लेकिन इस तरह की क्या बात है। मैं अभी यही कहने आया हूँ, अभी तो पीएससी चल रही है, लेकिन क्योंकि वो लगातार चल रहा है, तो थोड़ा सा इंसानियत बना के रखें। जिसकी व्यक्ति मौत हुई है, उसके ऊपर अभी चिता ठंडी नहीं हुई है उसकी, और आप कुछ भी बोले जा रहे हो, कुछ भी बोले जा रहे हो उसके बारे में।
So an emotional appeal there by the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. Mr. Singh, you've been waiting to make your point, sir. Go ahead.
I see Mr. Mitra trying to defend Mr. Kejriwal. Mr. Mitra, give me answer on 3 ministers. One was Mr. Tomar, fake degree racketeer. It was not he was producer's fake degree. He was running a racket of fake degree in Delhi. Second, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, who used to run a porn film racket in Delhi. Third, another minister, Asim Khan, was caught taking bribe. And what sort of alternate politics you thought of? And the worst part is, people like us also had some faith, but we thought this is a people from movement which has come. This will give an alternative politics and probably just give a new direction to the country. But you have we all of, not Delhiite, people who are active countrywide has lost faith. And I don't know when will next time people will participate in public movement and have faith in public movement after this now.
Professor Chinoy, do you want to take that?
Yeah, number one, Tomar's resignation was taken and he was removed from the party.
After
Because
how many days?
one moment, RP, I have not interrupted you. Please hear me out. Number two, as far as Mohammad Asim Khan was concerned, he was expelled from the party. All right. Who was the third person you named?
Mr. Sandeep Kumar. His CD was there with Mr. Kejriwal for 15 days.
Yes,
He was
okay.
sitting on the
But nonetheless, he
15 days.
took action. And by the way,
Sir,
I'd like to
15
ask you a
days.
question. Why did the CBI pick up Mr. Rajinder Kumar, the principal secretary to the CM, and months later release him of all charges? And he took voluntary
Sir, the case
retirement.
is still on.
And he said a lot of
Mr.
things
Mitra,
about the
case is
lieutenant
still
governor.
on. He's the same man who was a tainted guy in CWG scam. What are you talking about? Mister, you're trying to defend the indefensible today.
If he was found guilty, he would have been arrested. He was not arrested. He went off on a voluntary retirement scheme.
Sir, the case is still on. He has not been let off the case still.
But I think-
Are you the judge? Are you the inquiry agency there?
And the Commonwealth
case is
scheme
still
I
on.
can't talk about because this government wasn't
But
there.
I think
And how about
RP
Mr. Tomar?
I think
How about
RP
Mr.
Singh.
Tomar?
I think RP Singh, had you taken the resignations of
went to Scotland
Shivraj
from Delhi
Chauhan
for 15
and
days.
Sushma Swaraj, I think you would have been in a better position to demand resignations. And also, sir, if resignation could be taken of Tomar or resignation could be taken of
Somnath
Sandeep
Bharti.
Kumar, then why
Somnath Bharti.
also offer your own resignation? That's a question a
Somnath
lot of people
Bharti.
are asking.
Sharad
But besides
Chauhan.
that, RP Singh,
Sharad
why don't you
Chauhan.
do one thing rather
Sir,
than
Sharad
expecting?
Chauhan,
Listen,
I'll give you a
RP
big
Singh,
name.
I agree
And
with you
all
on one
these are
point.
cases which are in
RP
public
Singh, you
domain.
can't. This is not a man ki baat. Please listen. Please listen. You are absolutely right that people have lost faith from anti-corruption movement, just like they've lost faith from the Prime Minister telling people 15 lakhs will come into our accounts. People are losing faith. So forget investing your faith in Kejriwal. Why don't you file an FIR against Kejriwal under Prevention of Corruption Act and send the man to jail? I think the agencies under you should do that. Why are you not
That's the
allowing the
problem,
entire
Mr.
investigation
that's the
process to
problem,
happen,
Mr.
sir?
Punawala.
I'm very curious why you're
That's how
defending
the-
him.
Okay, that's how you have been making the agency works. You have been making the agency work as your parrots. I mean, now agency work as per their as per the law, as per whatever the evidence they have.
It's not a
And for your
caged parrot
information,
anymore.
they misuse agencies. And it was me who has filed a case against Mr. Kejriwal in this Jal Board scam.
So
in
FIR has been registered, sir.
let me ask you one more thing.
If you have filed a case and FIR hasn't been registered, that means the accusations were false or your police
No,
doesn't
sir,
act
FIR
against
has been
Kejriwal.
registered, sir. FIR has been registered. You're
Acha.
mistaken. FIR has been registered. The case has been followed and chased now, pursued now.
Okay, Shehzad
So why hasn't
Punawala,
he
let
been
me
arrested?
ask you a question. It was also said with the rise of the Aam Aadmi Party that the Congress has ceded the key opposition space to the Aam Aadmi Party. With the party going through all the tumultuous issues that it is, does the Congress see it as its comeback? I'm surprised that you're almost defending Arvind Kejriwal on this.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm trying to, I don't want to go overboard and do what Aam Aadmi Party did or what BJP does, is that commit the moon and then not deliver on it. My party has always stood for sane politics, and fortunately, even today, we represent those values. Congress may have got zero in the assembly, but we were still a very legitimate voice as far as the issues of Delhi were concerned. And see, there's no point in promising the moon, in doing dramatics, theatrics, and then not being able to deliver. I think that is why, forget AAP's implosion, I think people generally are coming back to the Congress because we represent sanity amongst these two people
But
who keep
Delhi is
fighting
a prestige battle for the
meh.
Congress. The
Of
Congress
course.
party ruled it for 15 years.
And you wait and watch in the next election what is going to happen. People are going to, already people are fed up with
What
this
happened in
meme
MCT
between
elections,
BJP and Aam Aadmi Party. I think
What
they've
happened in
realized
MCT
that
election?
Sheila
You have
Dixit,
poor number
Ajay
three,
Makan
sir.
and these senior sane people are the only ones who can take care of Delhi. And I think the writing is on the wall. Wait for the next election.
Unless
if
we
that
see
was
it in
point,
the votes. Yeah.
why did the Congress get only 21.1% of the vote in the MCD? AAP got 26.2% and BJP got 36.1%. If you add the votes of the secular parties, AAP and the Congress, they have a big lead over the BJP.
Are you tying up? Why didn't
Yeah,
you tie
yeah,
up
yeah.
before the
No,
election?
I think he's making a case for the people of Aam Aadmi Party to start
Okay,
voting for
okay,
Congress
they are
because
going back to history.
there's no
They are going back
alternative
to
except
history.
for the Congress.
But
I
that's
believe.
what they did.
Well,
They joined hand and formed government. Please do it again.
Sir, they
So
are,
the-
if Aam Aadmi is in the opposition
The
in
coalition
Punjab,
of
so
secular
there's-
forces.
Aam Aadmi
I don't
Party
think
and
that
The
is
coalition of
Congress
secular
joined hand
forces
from-
they're talking
from the
about is Aam
government.
Aadmi Party joining that coalition. It is
well,
being
some of
talked
us
about a lot.
are saying that Aam Aadmi Party should join because after all, Congress is there in many states. Aam Aadmi is there at the moment in 2, 1 union territory in 1 state. So obviously, and other people like the SP and the BSP and other parties, the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar defeated Modi because it was an all-inclusive secular front. And we should go in that direction.
It's the irony of ironies. This movement gathered steam when the Congress was in power at the centre, and Arvind Kejriwal came out and said that we will give you a government, which is absolutely unlike this one. Now they're talking about an alliance. Interesting times. But thanks very much, Professor Chinoy, Shehzad Poonawalla, RP Singh. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all joining us here on WION. The news continues. Do stay with us.
Thank you.